What it do? What it do? Hey, boss here. And I hope y'all doing superb.
Oh my God!
Welcome back to Into the Deep End Podcast. I'm your host, K-Boss. And today we are going over one of the great new things that I'm working on and learning. And we talked about it earlier about Stoicism. And this particular information that I'm going to go over is the 12-month process that I created for myself. It's a year-long journey, so you can transform your life with Stoic philosophy. So you can discover how the ancient wisdom can solve modern problems. This comprehensive workbook guides you through 12 months of Stoic practices, from understanding the core principles to building emotional resilience, not intelligence, resilience. And let's go over it, shall we? So, what is Stoicism? Stoicism is ancient philosophy that was founded in Athens around 300 BCE. Stoicism offers practical wisdom for living well despite life's challenges. And we all know life challenges can be a mug. Anybody been homeless out there? Twice for me. The second time was worse than the first, I'll tell you that. I will say this. You start to get used to things once you become homeless the first time. Sorry, I got my tea over here. And you'll end up feeling like...
You know you're kind of a dick, right?
Yeah. And life would be like...
Why you on my dick? Word. Get off my dick. Indeed. Word. Get off my dick.
For
Word.
real, life is crazy if you're messing around with it. So the key figures are learning the masters like Seneca, Epictetus, I'm saying that right, Epictetus, all right, Marcus Aurelius, who developed these timeless principles. Modern relevance, discover why Stoicism has experienced what they call renaissance among entrepreneurs, athletes, and thought leaders. Now, I can understand why. I meditate as it is. I didn't know anything about Stoicism. Well, I did because my dad was kind of Stoic person. I watched him meditate as a kid, so it made me want to do it too. So, like father, like son, apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. So you want to make sure that you get the understanding, and what I'm creating is going to have an effect, and hopefully it works for you. So the focus on what you control, basically your thoughts, actions, and your external event. So what does that mean? So you are the one who puts the thoughts in your mind. You're the one who acts on your thoughts. And then those internal events, like when you're having an incident like pain, grief. And I was going through a lot of grief because like I said, my father passed away a couple of years ago. And not that I'm over it, but it's getting better. And for the next 2 months, this workbook will help you create a paradigm or paragram, and it helps you use what's controllable and what's not controllable. So let me give you an example. What's controllable? The way you think. Thoughts are things. The way you think is going to react, or the way you think you'll react in a way to which A is going to be favorable or not favorable. That is the question. So we want to make sure that we're living in a world, in our mind, the universe that we create around ourselves, and our thoughts are on things that you can control. So what can you control? And then once you figure out, hey, I can't control that, don't worry about it. Let it go. It doesn't matter. It's something you can fix. Fix what you can fix within inside. And one of the things that I noticed, like I've gone to a lot of self-help and sales calls and sales programs, and I can tell you the one thing I've learned is focus on the things that you're good at and build on those. A lot of people want to do things that they don't like to do, and they work on those things. Now, I'm not saying don't do them. I'm saying give the things that you like, and then spread it out between the things you don't like. Like the things that you don't want to do, like working out. Some people don't like working out. Some people love it. So you got to figure out what you like. Take five things that what you like, and they take 10 things that you want to get accomplished and done that you don't like, and you interchange them. A like for a dislike, a like for a dislike, however you want to do it. There's all different ways you can do it. Nothing is completely set in stone. Once again, this is more self-help for myself. I'm not teaching a class or anything. I'm just telling you what I'm going over to help me get better at what I'm doing. So embrace reality as it is, see clearly, accept fully, respond wisely. And this is month 3, which this guy goes through acceptance practices, including meditation scripts and case studies to help overcome resistance to reality. Now, a lot of people live in a world that they're not in reality. They're not in reality, right? And once you figure out you're not part of that reality, then you realize, hey, you know what? You get lost. You get lost in the sauce, as they say. So month 3 is kind of like, is more or less, hey, kind of once you figure out what you can and cannot control, once you see that clearly, you can accept that fully, and then you respond to it wisely. So you're not going to act from a place of acceptance rather than a place of resistance. So accept what you have to accept, key in on the things that you develop, and learn and perceive the situation without distorting it or denial or having denial of it. Build unshakable self-discipline. Now, this is the hardest one. I think this is kind of week or month 4. So set clear goals, establish daily routines, manage your emotions. This workbook provides a daily log to track your progress and strategies to overcome common obstacles to self-discipline. Now, I have a problem with this, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I really want to work on it. Now, I'm going to put this all on an app once I'm done, and then hopefully, once it's available to the general public, it'll be useful. And hopefully, you would definitely take advantage of that once it's out. I'm going to probably get some beta testers. Like I said, I don't know yet, but I will be working on that goal. That's one of my major goals. And I'm part of the MT Army, so I might set that up here in a short while and put it all together. So, cultivating a rationale mindset, meaning your rationale is what is socially accepted to others, meaning how am I amongst others? Because if you are in a way out there, like I'm going to give an example. I'm not a part of politics. I did vote. I do vote. I'm an independent. I'm more of a libertarian, so I kind of borderline. Do what you want to do as long as it's not hurting other people. But then I know there's the right, and then there's the left, and then there's the right, and then there's the left, right? So you have all those different ones. So question assumptions, make better decisions, improve your relationships. Month 5 includes worksheets to help you identify irrational beliefs and develop counter-rationale perspectives, that lead to great peace of mind. And I think as you get older, gentlemen and ladies, this is not a man or a woman thing. This is for everyone. I just know my perceptions now are different than they were 10 years ago. And then 10 years ago, my perceptions were different 10 years from that. 20 years ago, I was totally different person. Like the 20-year-old me versus the 30-year-old me was far different, obviously. And then now the 40-year-old me is way different than this now getting ready to turn 50. So we got to make sure we're cultivating a good mindset. I call it a bulletproof mindset, but a rational mindset, same difference. So you want to definitely make, you don't want to assume or make assumptions, because that makes an ass out of you and me. And making better decisions obviously applies Stoic reasonings to complex choices and dilemmas. And I think what most people don't realize and don't have the opportunity to understand is the fact that we have multiple scenarios. Sorry, my mouse went. I'm putting my other mouse on. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. I wasn't expecting my mouse to go out. Oh, I don't think we need it. The next is living by Stoic virtues. And so they are wisdom, which is practical knowledge of what is bad and good and neutral. And I try to stay in the neutral, because good and bad could be interpretation or perception, right? Now, if it's the general like wrongdoing, like if you delete someone, it would definitely be a bad thing, right? Perceived bad, unless it was in self-defense because that person was going to harm you or your family. So that's what I mean by you have to be neutral to the understanding until you get all the information. And that's wisdom. It's being able to reason what's rational and what's not rational. Judgment, so fair and kind treatment to others. I like justice. I like fair. I'm a Libra. I have to be balanced. I can't allow you to get more than me, or I can't get more than you without feeling a certain way. That's just the way I'm made up. Then we have courage, facing challenges with fortitude. Now, if you look at fortitude, there's so many different things. It could be, fortitude is a very big defensive mindset, because you're trying to put barriers up, right? And those are your boundaries. And then those routines and rules and regulations that you put on yourself for your mindset to have those virtues. But fortitude also can be kind of an offense, if you think, because you have to have the mental fortitude to push forward and do your goals, and every single day get in your bag and saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do every single day. I'm going to do every single day. And that is an offensive motion. So you got to look at definitions and understand which one they're using it for. And last one is temperance, which is moderation and self-control, meaning that I think temperance for me is food eating, like a lot of people. As I get older, I'm starting to get a little bit chunky, and there are certain foods I can't eat, and there's some foods that I can't eat in abundance. And that's the thing that most people don't realize. And that's month 6, developing emotional resilience, prepare for challenges, cultivate gratitude, recover quickly. And so this workbook includes gratitude exercises and reflections prompts to help you build emotional strength through regular practice, baby. Mastering the art of letting go, identify attachments, practice detachment, and experience freedom. This is month 11, so there's going to be that long period in between this one here, which is developing emotional resilience, because it's going to take a little bit longer, to when you get to this particular part of letting go. And then become your Stoic journey today. So this is just a comprehensive manuscript, and if you want this, definitely just hit me in the comments and I'll send it to you. This is K-Ball, and I'm out.